Good evening, America. How are you? Hi, I'm Denny Jelsma, and I'm not in beautiful sunny Florida, but I am in the frozen north of Milwaukee on the Lake Michigan, and we're at the world-famous Train Fest train show. And number two is my cameraman, as usual, and he and I did the show. And there's a second day of the show, and that's tomorrow. So we're having a great time. But when we're in Milwaukee, it's an annual thing that we come to Napa. And I have Bruce Rogers, who I met a few years ago, and he was in one of my videos. And he's going to give us a private tour, even though there's a whole bunch of people around us, of this gorgeous layout. Now, I've been all over the United States, and I think this layout is one of the finest layouts anywhere. And plus the people are really nice, and people like Bruce, it just makes it happen. So, Bruce, give us a real quick scenario of what we got here, and then we're going to walk around. You're going to tell me all about it.
Okay, we have the North American prototype models layout here. It's been in existence since about the, I believe, mid-'80s. Above it was originally a supermarket, and this was the basement of the supermarket. All the coolers were down here, and all the products were stored here. And there was an elevator that took everything up, and over the years, the mall that it was attached to was pulled down. And this building, because it wasn't attached to the mall, except by like a breezeway or a walkway, actually survived. So Mike Sasala was an earlier member here, and he found the location and he started the North American prototype modelers. And we have the layout sits in a room of about 4,000 square feet here.
And how many members you have?
Currently, I believe I'm not sure exactly, about 130 members here.
I'd almost move to Milwaukee to just run my trains here.
Yeah, I'd even let you.
It is good. Well, Bruce, let's walk around. Now, if you notice a little bit of an accent with Bruce, he's kind of a transplant from way down in New Zealand. And I even made some logos for a guy in New Zealand. And I can't even remember the name of the railroad now. But anyhow, let's go walk around this beautiful layout. What do we have over here first?
And this roundhouse building was built by Dan Christensen, and this is Dave Kokoski built the boiler house here. All this other stuff was here when I joined the club, but this has been quite a labor of love from Dan Christensen and Dave Kokoski. It doesn't see a lot of use really because we don't have that many steam-orientated members here.
Okay. And then what we have over here is, I love the Gulf Oval in Ohio. Well, I love all railroads.
Oh, yeah, me too.
This is really cool. Now, what does this represent?
This is going to be the diesel shop here. And it's just going to model this part of the building so we can see all the models sitting outside.
Sure. And what is this section down here?
Okay, this is Fleming Yard here, named after one of the members here.
The factory belongs to the company. I find those two. Find those two. And we belong to the
Oh, we got a passenger train coming. What's a blue goose? What train is that?
What train is that?
Yeah, it's a blue goose. I would think, yeah. Runs too smooth to be a brass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Beautiful train.
Sneak around this kind of man. Get out of his man's shop.
Well, as you can see, we have all kinds of trains running. Now, what does this area here represent to the right?
So this is just like an industrial park of sycamore here. You know, we've got some buildings and there's some industry in the back, and there's just loads out empties and loads in empties out coal mine here. So there's the power plant there, and then on the other side of the aisle is the coal mine.
Wow. Now, how many feet of track is used?
I don't know how many feet of track here, but it's they say that when they run an operation and they turn it into a single track, there's 28 scale miles here.
Wow. Well, we have an Amtrak coming. As you know, Bruce, I love passenger trains.
Oh, I know. I love your work. The way you detail up your passenger cars, I think it's great. I just have a friend here help me do mine. That's a nice job.
Okay, let's go down here. Okay, Bruce, what do we have here?
So this is the Macintosh coal mine here, and then it's served off the single track that comes in under here. So it's not tied into the upper main line.
Boy, look, those houses are so phototypical, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they sure are. West Virginia look.
And we've got a Canadian.
They get some mileage in, some rear mileage.
Yeah. All right. This, Bruce, is one of my favorite spots on the railroad.
When you see photographs, there's a lot of photographs taken here.
I see we have a Santa Fe doodlebug.
So you've got the single track on the lower level here, and it's like a secondary main or another railroad, effectively. And then you've got, so this is Highland because it's over the top, and then you've got Valley at the bottom that serves these industries here. So this is the other side of our coal mine here. So the loads will be pulled from here and the empties will be shoved in. This is one of the first areas built when the layout was started.
Wow.
So this is the oldest part of the layout.
Now, you did a whole section, and that is really...
Good evening, Denny. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good to see you.
Always glad to see you.
This bridge...
Always smiling. And
this bridge, I just think is, I mean, here again, I just go bananas when I just look at that, the workmanship.
Yeah, we've had some really gifted models over the years that have worked on this layout.
And that's what's so nice about clubs. And, Jelsma Graphics makes shirts for clubs all over the United States. And like I said before, I'm introduced to a lot of layouts. This one here is just blows my mind. It's
right. That's one of the reasons I joined was the high quality of workmanship here. Because I always think you should always strive to do your best.
Absolutely.
You don't want to settle to be average or anything. You want to be the best you can be at something.
I agree, Bruce.
That's my mom always says, you never do things by halves. You always push the limit, So why shouldn't you?
Did you hear that? Number 2? We got to be the best. You got to be the best cameraman for me. All right.
I don't know. I'm working on being a best tuba player.
Oh, okay. Then what is this area here?
So the single track comes in here. This is like Ottawa Roundhouse and Sandhouse comes through this scene here. This will be the junction that takes you down to the single track. You can get off the main line, service industries.
Well, this is...
So Hillsboro's on the top, next to the passenger terminals. We've got Ottawa here, Roundhouse and the yard.
Well, here's the daylight. This is... I just did a video on the... number 2 and I did a video on the daylight. And the three-quarter dome.
The train is owned by Mr. Almo, and he's just an exceptional custom painter. And so he's painted these and detailed these cars.
Ottawa. Go around. Oh, we have a Milwaukee train coming here. Boy, the detail on that is fantastic. Yeah.
Some of these kids do nice work, really nice.
And well, that's good to hear. You got some youth coming in,
Yes.
and that's great.
Good.
Just walking.
Hey, Denny.
Hey.
What do we got here? Okay, so this is one of our two staging yards here, and so trains come into this area for operations, and members can set up their own trains on the two front tracks in either staging yard, so you can run them on the layout, but the other tracks are set aside for the club, so when they run operating sessions and that kind of stuff.
And also take these are that picture. Oh, there's Bruce right there, isn't
Look
that?
at that character.
Yeah.
Who let him in the country?
And they put up pictures, so it's just a little bit of a little extra that makes a difference.
Just kind of nice stuff.
Now we're going to go to the area that Bruce worked on, and I thought, oh, now this is like the California, isn't it?
Yeah. So you've got the apple trees and all that over there, and then you've got the hanging out there and that kind of stuff. These are resident photographers.
Wow, the backdrop is out.
We're getting at some film time here, Mark. You've got some film time.
Good. We're just having a good time here.
Great.
Watching trains.
I'm having fun. This is the first. I've been a member for 20 years, and this is the first time I've ever run trains here.
Wow.
I usually volunteer at Train Fest, but we didn't this year we did. So I said, I'm going to run the train. Here's my budget.
Now here's an area that is not quite done yet, but when you just look at the quality that they do here is just absolutely unbelievable.
Good.
Now, this side over here is what, like West Virginia?
Yes.
Now this is where you done
So
your...
I was the foreman on the job. And while I did quite a bit of work, I installed the bridges, I did the rock castings, and I also seconded a lot of help from people that said, hey, you should do this. And I said, you're just the man for the job to help. And so that's what happened.
Wow.
People built some bridges
This
on
is
the
just
airport.
absolutely just gorgeous. The rock castings here are just fantastic.
It was actually a very difficult scene to Scenic because all these extra tracks were added over the years to get access to staging. So it became difficult for Scenic to put the scenery in because no thought was put to the scenery to start with. So
Yeah.
I came up with a sketch and an idea, and it's pretty much how it's turned out.
Well, this scenery here, you've heard of Howard Zane.
Yes, I've seen how it's played. Very nice.
Okay, and so this, you're right in his league.
Yeah, when I did the bridges, I wanted to create some differences between the two bridges, but we put like a steel bend on the bridge here and the bridge down there, and that's a very Louisville, Nashville thing.
Okay.
To have a pier and then a steel bend.
Huh. So
Yeah.
I'll be.
Yeah. I didn't realize at the time, but one of the members pointed it out.
Now this is static, like
Yeah.
static grass, yeah.
Yeah, different people have done it, so there's different techniques. You know, because with a list, I've done some, others have done this. We had Doug Clements that planted a lot of the trees here. He did a mind-numbing job to put all this foliage up. He did a fantastic job.
Wow.
Great
All
kid.
right. All right, let's go down to the end here, number 2.
Yeah. One of these guys might know.
Right here. Toss your dollar, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
You want to know, this is really, the main line goes around twice, right? It's like,
Yeah, there's a double track main that goes all the way around, and a single track that follows it.
and you want,
As you can see, it's pretty tight through here, trying to get everything in.
Wow. It's just absolutely, you just done fantastic.
So the next thing is to try and get the stream finished here.
Now, this is the connection over to here.
Yeah. And eventually we're going to go through this wall out into there.
Wow.
There's something to look forward to.
That's exciting.
Did a good job, Bruce.
Okay. See, this is the Sierra Nevada type of scene.
This is our deer park, and we've just Gary Lenz is putting up this rock slide fence here. He's been working on it for the last 2 weeks. Can't have a train stopping for nothing.
Yeah, beautiful rock.
Dave Kotowski did all this work here in the top of this rock and mountain.
Wow. Absolutely gorgeous.
okay.
This area here is simulating kind of the Western California type with the oil rig. Got 2 trains ready to pass.
What did you? Yeah, if you can find them anymore.
Now over here,
I was going to.
is
I'm
one
like,
another
people
area.
get a P40.
I got so many favorite areas, but this is the passenger holding area, and I just love looking at all of these different cars. And now we're going to go, and Bruce is going to. We're going to go to the station. It's the crown jewel of this layout. Well, Bruce, we're at the crown jewel of this club, and that is the station. Tell us a little bit about this station. This is absolutely just fantastic.
I don't know who the original starter was to build this, but the depot is built out of Lego, started with Lego, and then all this train shed is scratch built, and recently they dismantled the whole thing and replaced all the bulbs with LEDs.
Oh,
It was
wow.
a month-long project, and this whole area is scheduled to get signals so that trains know which tracks are coming on and off. So all these little dwarf and pop signals are going to be placed all over the place.
Wow.
Just light this up, it'll be a real Union station.
Well, and the station is modeled after the Omaha
Yeah.
in Omaha, Nebraska. So, this here is just absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
And so, Bruce, we thank you so much
No, thank you, Denny. It was great.
for giving us this tour of this fantastic club. And it's just to be, this is it.
I know, it really is a wonderful
And then there's
club.
guys like you who make us feel so warm, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. I love seeing you and meeting you, and even if it's in Springfield, Massachusetts in the cold.
Oh, yeah. Well, folks, this is a special edition of Railroad Show and Tell, and we're in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we're kind of cold, but we'll be back in Florida. The next big show that number 2 and I will be at is Springfield, Massachusetts, the Big E, and the biggest train show in America. And so, we just thank you for watching week after week. It's just a pleasure having all the comments that we get. And once again, we thank Bruce Rogers and the NAPA North American Prototype for letting us come in here and film. We're just really thrilled. And with all that being said, that's the way it is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, on the beautiful Lake Michigan. And that is the way it is.